Hey, welcome back to all two of you who watched my first video. I don't even care. This is just for me and God. I've just been getting called lately. I've just been feeling it that I should put something on the internet here on YouTube, just talking about the Bible. Um, I got a little book here that I've been writing in for a little bit. I just write some good little verses down that I can pray over later. When I'm feeling weak, I just get this book out and I read it. And I just keep it with my Bible all the time. And if I'm reading my Bible and I see something I like, I just write it down. And God just wants me to share that with you, I think. So here we go. I'm just gonna get right into it. Luke 3:10. What should we do then? The crowd asked. John answered. Anyone who has two shirts should share with the one who has none, and anyone who has food should do the same. Anyone who has two shirts should share with the one who has none, and anyone who has food should do the same. It doesn't say anyone, no, just anyone. Anyone who has two shirts should share with the one who has none. How many shirts does Congress have? Just among them. Do they share? How many shirts do you have? I I recently experienced a blessing. I old friend came out and talked to me and we just had a great time. Um, and I realized that no matter how much I have, there's always going to be somebody that has more than me, material wise. I'm not ever going to be the richest person on the planet. Only one person can be that at one time, right? But I bet I have something that person doesn't have. And that's not something that that person could probably ever get, and vice versa. But I do have two shirts. um, I can definitely give to somebody that doesn't. And obviously the Bible always talked in parables, stories. The seed was planted, the mustard seed, one little seed planted, and it grew to 5,000 plants, and each one of those had 5,000 seeds, and just expanding. What do I have? What do you have? John tells us that anyone who has two shirts should share with the one who has none, and anyone who has food should do the same. When's the last time you shared your food? When's the last time you think one of our country's elected officials went out and shared some food with a poor person? Maybe they do. Maybe they're the most philanthropic people on the planet. Yeah. It's a crazy world we live in where millionaires spend their money on anything they want. After a certain point of accumulation of money, there is no law that matters, really. If you have enough money, you can do whatever you want in this world. Why wouldn't you do good? Why don't you help other people? Doesn't that, wouldn't that, shouldn't that be a priority in everybody's life, just to help somebody? Whether it's the guy that comes here from another country that doesn't speak your language, give him a chance. If you go and talk to these people, if you go and find a way to communicate with somebody that doesn't speak the same language as you, you're gonna find that you have more in common than you don't with them. And the only thing that makes them different is they grew up inside of a different box than you on a map. You know, whether they're from Chicago or Italy. It's just lines drawn on a map that separate people. Just because he's from over there doesn't mean that that person didn't experience the same things you have. That God doesn't love them because they don't speak English or Italian or whatever language, you know. It's words are just representative of the voice of the voice speaking out into the world. You know, that's just noise that we manipulate with our mouth. Who cares what? It's the meaning that matters, and you can find the meaning. You just need a translator. They have them on your phone. Go find somebody that doesn't speak the same language as you and start talking to them on a translator, and you'll find that there's more in common than you'd think. It always amazes me when I hear stories about people getting told to speak English. You're in America. Like, what America do you live in? I remember being in second grade hearing my teacher talk about America as this melting pot and telling us about the Statue of Liberty where, you know, it, bring us your weak, bring us your poor, bring us your needy. Like, what happened to that America? Where did that go? So is that more aligned with God's vision than send everybody to Venezuela and El Salvador? I mean, I don't know. What should we do then? The crowd asked. They didn't know. What should we do? And John answered, anyone who has two shirts should share with the one who has none. So, what do you think you should do if you have two pairs of shoes and you see a man that has none? What if you have a perfectly good pair of shoes in the trunk of your car and you see a homeless man walking around barefoot? What are you going to do? Hell, you even see a man struggling to get a lawnmower onto a trailer, little push mower that he can't get up there. What are you going to do? You're just going to sit there and watch him, laugh at him, maybe take a video, send it to your friends? Is that what God would want? Is that what you want? Is that who you want to be? Help people, love people, share with people. Uh, I just want to talk about myself for a little bit here. I don't know, all two of you that watched my previous video, you might have missed it, but I was I was a different person a few years ago. I've lost 50 pounds. Most of my protein doesn't come from peanut butter cups anymore. It actually comes from chicken. Uh, Crazy how much diet and exercise changes your life. I had a widowmaker heart attack. They took my tooth. Yeah, that one right there. Took my tooth. Who has a heart attack and loses a tooth? Only me. But it had to go. Why? I don't know. But it did. Wasn't my plan, wasn't my idea. I had a tube down my throat. I started puking, and they had to get it out, so they just yanked it out. Got the tooth with it. Well, shouldn't have ate peanut butter cups for your whole life. Every day, every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, that's on me. What's next? I gotta take responsibility for all my other actions? Okay. The the point is, I was a different person. I loved people. The night before my heart attack, I went bowling with a bunch of people I couldn't even speak with. There's one other person there besides my fiance that spoke English. The rest of us, we just kind of spoke in translators or the little broken Spanish that I know or the little broken English that they knew. I had a great time. That was the best night of my life. I got to go bowling with my friends. And then the next day happened, January 14th. I was I woke up and I had breakfast. I ordered McDonald's. I ordered some breakfast burritos, probably a Chris sandwich or whatever the McDonald's, whatever, the McMuffin with the syrup, and yeah, I had my breakfast and kind of feeling bad right in the back of my shoulders, all both of them. Just it hurts so bad. Finally around noon, I think the game was at like 1 or 2. It's like a little bit before noon. I texted my friends and I said, I don't feel good. I'm gonna cancel on this today. Like, I'm sorry. I felt bad, but I didn't think I could go. And then like 5 hours later, I was dead. My fiance, my girlfriend at the time, not my fiance, I call her my ex-girlfriend. She was the only reason I'm alive today. Um, she started CPR. She called 911 like immediately, got CPR going. There was a police officer just turned onto my street. He was going home for lunch. He lives about 2 blocks over there. Just turned onto my street, heading home to have lunch when the phone call went through. And he got the call. He was in the house at 4:16. He received the call at 4:14. That's it. 2 minutes. Right down the street. Almost immediately. One day I was walking my dogs over to the set the word. I was the dogs over by the science school, the local college called the science school, and we were walking outside, and it was right in front of the football field, and then they've got the basketball stadium right across the road. And as we were walking there, I just heard a voice that said, "This is where it would have happened." I'm here for a reason. I don't know what you believe. I don't care if you believe in God or not. I do. I talked to her twice. I mean, I don't know. There's nothing I can do to convince you except to show you that God's love does exist in this world. And maybe the people that you think are showing that somehow, maybe they aren't. Maybe they're just saying what they want you what they're just saying what you want to hear, what they think you want to hear. God is good, God is great. Now I'm gonna not do anything that this book says. Nothing. I'm sorry. Oh, feed the poor? Yeah, we're gonna cut their benefits. Oh, welcome the stranger from a foreign land. Okay, buddy, learn how to speak English. Like, go away, you're unclean, people cry to them. Away, away, don't touch us. When they flee and wander about people among the nations' sake, they can stay here no longer. Okay, maybe they were just reading the wrong part of the book. Lamentations. Lamentations? I don't know. Tell me how to pronounce that in the comments if you want. Go away, you are unclean. Man, I gotta read this one. Never seen that one before, but it just popped up right there, right when I was talking about it. I'm gonna mark that. A little sticky note. I'm just gonna mark that. I'm gonna read that one later. Listen, you can have peace in your life. You can have love. It's not too late to change. If you're broken, if you're downtrodden, if you are any of those things on the Statue of Liberty, you don't have to cry anymore. You can be happy. And I don't know, I had a conversation with someone that told me that the biggest reason that they shy away from God is the people of the church. The people that they saw in church acting all high and mighty and holy when really they were the biggest sinners. And you know what I said? Other people don't have anything to do with your relationship with God. It's all about you. Only you can have that relationship. So when you see some hypocrite walking down the street talking about how great God is and how much he loves the world and then calling people names that is are designed to hurt those people. Yeah, I get it. I I don't believe everything written in the Bible is true. I just simply don't. I think people have had the opportunity to get their hands on it and put stuff in there that they think is right. Is that true? I don't know. Maybe the Bible is 100% true, and maybe I'm just a sinner living my life wrong. I don't know. I don't care. In the end, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that you be a good person. That's it. That's all it takes. If everybody was a good person, if everybody looked out for others, if they shared what they had with people who needed it, the world would be a better place. Like, subscribe, share. I don't even care. This isn't for you. This is for me and God. I just felt him calling me to make these. Maybe it'll touch somebody, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be 5 years from now, maybe it'll be 100 years from now. It's not too late. It's not. Go out and spread love.